My beloved child, don't scroll. Don't blink. Jesus has been calling your name since last night, softly, gently, repeatedly, because he has something deep, personal, and life-changing to tell you. Yes. You. Not your neighbor. Not your family. Not the person sitting next to you. You. You are about to give me your most precious thing, your time, and heaven thanks you for staying. Because what you're about to hear is not ordinary. This message carries the healing your heart has been craving for years, the peace your soul has been missing, and the comfort your spirit has been reaching for in silence. Jesus whispers. Do not scroll away. This is for the one who has cried quietly, carried silently, and loved endlessly. Stay. Listen carefully. Your angel is standing behind you right now, gently guiding your attention, settling your heart, protecting your space, because heaven does not want you to miss this moment. You've been strong for everyone else. But right now, heaven is being strong for you. Don't move. This message begins the moment you decide to stay. My beloved child. Listen with me, slowly, gently, intentionally. Don't scroll, you are exactly where heaven wants you. Jesus has been watching you quietly. In the moments you thought nobody noticed your pain. Your tears. Your strength. Your courage. Your hidden prayers whispered into your pillow at night. He saw. The days you kept going with a tired heart. The nights you cried in silence so nobody would worry. The moments you fought battles no one knew about. The times you forgave people who didn't deserve it. The love you gave freely even while breaking inside. And now he says, my beloved child, you were never alone. Don't scroll. Stay with me. There is a reason this message reached you today, not yesterday. Not last month. Not last year. Because your heart is finally ready to receive what heaven has been trying to give you. Understanding. Comfort. Closure. Healing. And deep, divine peace. Jesus whispers through this moment. You have carried enough. Let me carry you now. Don't move. Your angel is holding your attention. You have been carrying emotional weight that didn't belong to you. Guilt you shouldn't have held. Responsibility you didn't deserve. Memories that wounded your spirit. Fears that came from heartbreak. And questions that never received answers. Heaven saw all of it. And today, Jesus says, lay it down. Your soul has suffered long enough. Listen carefully. You didn't survive by accident. You didn't stay strong by luck. You didn't heal without reason. You survived because heaven placed its hand on your spirit. You stayed strong because your angel stood guard over your sleepless nights. You healed because Jesus kept whispering strength into your soul. You didn't hear him before because your heart was too heavy. But now, the weight is lifting, slowly, gently, divinely. Don't scroll. You are being restored as you listen. Jesus says, your name has been spoken in heaven more times than you know. Not in warning. Not in danger. but in love. Heaven has been watching you. The way you love. The way you forgive. The way you endure. The way you rise. The way you keep believing even when life tests you. Michael stands beside you now. A guardian, a witness, a protector, whispering. Their heart is ready. Speak to them. And so Jesus says, "My beloved child, you are entering a season where your soul will finally feel safe again. You are not losing anything. You are not being punished. You are not being forgotten. You are being lifted. Don't scroll. You are stepping into a chapter where your heart becomes lighter. Your spirit becomes stronger. Your purpose becomes clearer. Your past loses its power. Your peace returns home. This is why Jesus has been calling your name since last night. Because you are ready for restoration. You are ready to release. You are ready to heal. You are ready to rise. Stay with me, the outro will seal this blessing. My beloved child. You stayed till the end of part 1, and heaven honors it. Jesus declares, "The one who listens is the one who is lifted." Now seal this moment. Like this message, it opens your spirit to peace. Subscribe so you never miss part 2 when heaven sends it. Comment. I receive the message Jesus has for me. This begins your emotional restoration within 48 hours. Share this with 10 people. Sharing light multiplies your blessing. Part 2 will reveal what Jesus has been trying to tell you for years. Why your heart was chosen for this moment. The emotional healing your spirit is entering. And how Archangel Michael will guard your next chapter. If you're ready, my beloved child, stay exactly where you are. Don't scroll, don't move, don't look away. Jesus is still here. The presence you felt in part 1 has not left you. The warmth in your chest. The calming in your breath. The quiet peace in your spirit. That is Him. Listen with me carefully. There is something He couldn't tell you before, not because He didn't want to, but because your heart wasn't ready to receive it. You were carrying too much pain, too many memories, too much disappointment. And heaven had to wait until the weight softened enough for truth to enter gently. Now it can. Don't scroll. Jesus says, "My beloved child, the storm you lived through was never meant to break you, it was meant to remove what was hurting you. You didn't lose people. You were protected from them. You didn't lose opportunities. You were redirected to better ones. You didn't lose love. You were being prepared for a higher, healthier, holier love than the one you cried over. You didn't know it then. But heaven was clearing the path in front of you. Stay with me." Jesus continues, "I never wanted you to feel abandoned. That pain you felt was me pulling you away from places where your soul was shrinking. You felt lonely. He was protecting you. You felt rejected. He was redirecting you. You felt forgotten. He was hiding you until the right blessings were ready. Don't move." Archangel Michael now steps closer. A silent guardian, watching your heart soften. His wings shield you. His presence steadies you. His protection surrounds you. He says, "Let them know, they were never weak. Their strength was divine." My beloved child, listen with me, slowly. There's a reason you're emotional right now. A reason your heart is fluttering. A reason you're breathing deeper. A reason it feels like something is loosening inside you. Because Jesus is touching a place in your heart that's been hurting for years. Don't scroll. For so long, you carried questions. Why did they treat me like that? Why didn't they love me the way I loved them? Why did I have to go through this alone? Why did God let me feel so much pain? He has finally answered. Because I was preparing your heart for a love that will not harm you, abandon you, or break you. You have cried over people who were never meant to stay. You have worried about people who never worried about you. You have carried relationships that were spiritually expired. And now Jesus says, release them. Your soul deserves rest. Don't scroll. There is something else. Jesus says you have been carrying guilt. Guilt about your past. Guilt about your choices. Guilt about your reactions. Guilt about things you didn't understand at the time. But he whispers, you did the best you could with the heart you had. You didn't fail. You didn't fall short. You didn't ruin anything. You survived, and that was enough. My beloved child, don't move. You are stepping into a chapter where your heart will feel lighter. Your mind will feel clearer. Your spirit will breathe again. Your sleep will deepen. Your relationships will heal. Your peace will return home. And your purpose will awaken. This is the restoration heaven promised you. Jesus is not done. He says, tell them the next chapter of their life will not look like their past. It will be gentler, kinder, more loving, and more peaceful. Archangel Michael stands behind you now. Warrior of heaven, protector of your spirit. And he seals this moment with a whisper of reassurance. You are protected, guided, known, and deeply loved. Don't scroll. Your healing has already begun. My beloved child. You stayed till the end, and Jesus honors your faithfulness. Heaven now seals your heart with peace. Before you go, complete this spiritual act. Like this message, this opens your emotional healing. Subscribe so part 3 reaches you instantly. Comment. Jesus, continue healing my heart. Heaven sees this as permission to continue the restoration. Share this with 10 people. Spreading this blessing multiplies your own recovery. Part 3 will reveal what your deceased loved one has been trying to tell you. The unseen protection around your home. Why heaven waited until now to open your spirit. And the blessing that will land within the next 48 hours. If you want part 3, just say, my beloved child. Don't move. Don't blink. Don't scroll even 1 inch. Archangel Michael has just stepped closer. His presence is stronger now, heavier, warmer, protective, and there's a reason. A message from someone you lost is finally reaching you. Listen with me carefully. The veil between worlds has thinned just enough for a single truth to cross. The voice calling out to you has been trying for months, maybe years, but tonight, heaven allowed it. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael says. They tried to speak to you through dreams. Through that sudden chill on your arm. Through that song that played at the perfect moment. Through the memory that rushed back without warning. Through the pain in your heart that felt like someone was whispering your name. You weren't imagining it. You weren't losing your mind. You weren't overthinking. It was them. Trying. Reaching. Calling. Stay with me. Your loved one, the one you miss more than you admit, has been walking beside you, waiting for the moment heaven allowed communication. That moment is now. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael speaks. Tell them the love they lost is not lost. It has simply changed form. My beloved child, listen slowly. The one you love wants you to know. I never left you. Not on your hardest night. Not during your deepest silence. Not on the days you cried and didn't know why. They saw you hurting. They saw you praying. They saw you forcing a smile when your heart was breaking. And they whispered, hold on. Your story is not ending here. Don't move. There is something else. Something they have been waiting to say. I forgive you. For the times you didn't know what to do. For the moments you think you failed. For the choices you regret. For the things left unsaid. They want you to release the guilt. Because in heaven, there is no blame. Only understanding. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael now reveals what your loved one has been protecting you from. The person who wished harm on your peace. The jealousy sent toward your home. The spiritual heaviness that tried to attach to you. The sadness that wasn't yours. The fear that suddenly appeared in your chest. The nightmares that came and went. Your loved one blocked all of it. Every single time. They have been your unseen shield. My beloved child, listen. Archangel Michael says. They ask you to stop living like you are alone. Heaven is full of the love you think you lost. You have cried silently, thinking no one understood. But they did. They were beside you. Don't scroll. Now comes the most important part. Your loved one wants you to stop punishing your heart. Stop holding your breath. Stop carrying pain that your soul is not built to carry. They whisper. Rest now. Your healing is allowed. Stay with me. Heaven is giving you a new chapter. One filled with restored peace, corrected paths, deeper protection, emotional calm, better relationships, softer days, clearer nights, and blessings that fit your soul, not your fear. This is the turning point. Don't move. Archangel Michael steps forward and seals this moment. Let what was heavy be lifted. Let what was broken be restored. Their love is still with you, and it will never be taken. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not unprotected. You are deeply, eternally loved. My beloved child. You reached the end, and heaven honors your spirit. Before you leave, complete your spiritual sealing. Like this message, this signals heaven you received the message fully. Subscribe so part 4 reaches you without delay. Comment. I receive their love. This opens the next part of your restoration. Share this with 10 people. When you share a message of healing, heaven multiplies your own. Part 4 will reveal what your loved one is trying to protect you from this week. The danger around your daughter or home. The exact spiritual instruction Archangel Michael has for you. And the blessing that will soften your next 48 hours. If you want part 4, just say, "My beloved child." Don't move. Don't scroll. Don't even blink too fast. Archangel Michael is speaking again, louder than before, firmer than before, closer than before. He is warning you. Something has been circling your home. Watching your routine. Looking for your weakest moment. Stop scrolling. You felt it. You sensed it. You noticed the shift in the air lately. The sudden heaviness when you walked into a room. The strange silence in your house. The way your heart tightened at night for no reason. That wasn't random. Archangel Michael says, a spiritual disturbance tried to step into your home, but your loved one blocked it. Listen with me carefully. Because this is the part heaven didn't want you to miss. There is someone, not a stranger. Someone familiar, someone whose face you know well. Someone whose footsteps your memory recognizes. This person carries jealousy, confusion, bitterness. And without knowing it, they have been sending that energy toward your daughter, toward your home, toward your peace. Don't scroll. Heaven is exposing this now. You've noticed small signs. Your daughter acting different. Sudden arguments. Sudden fear or sadness. Restless dreams. Waking up tired. Random tension in your chest. Unexpected calls from someone who drains your energy. These were symptoms of an unseen influence. But listen. Your loved one, the one who left this world, has been standing guard outside your home every night. Archangel Michael says, their spirit has not allowed the darkness to enter fully. But tonight, the barrier is weakening. Don't scroll. Stay with me. Heaven is giving you something extremely important right now. A shielding command. Michael says, speak these words before you sleep tonight. Archangel Michael, stand at every door. No darkness enters this home. When you speak it, when your breath releases it into the room, the atmosphere around your home will shift instantly. Listen. There is something else your loved one wants to show you. A truth about your daughter. Stay here, don't move. Your daughter is carrying a secret. Not because she wants to deceive you, but because she doesn't want to worry you. She's been hiding something emotional. A fear, a mistake, a struggle, a pain. Something she didn't know how to speak. And because she hid it, the darkness tried to use it against her. But your loved one stepped in and whispered, "Not this one. Not her. Not while I'm watching. Your daughter has been protected by hands she cannot see. Don't scroll." Archangel Michael now reveals the most important warning. Someone with a troubled heart has spoken your daughter's name in frustration or envy, and that opened a door in the spiritual realm. This person didn't cast a spell. They cast a thought. A negative intention. A deep jealousy. And heaven is blocking it before it reaches her. Listen with me. Because heaven is not only warning you, it is preparing you. You felt your daughter becoming distant. You felt her withdrawing. You felt something between you slipping. Something you couldn't explain. That was the spiritual interference. But Archangel Michael is clearing it now. Don't scroll. This next line is directly for you. Do not fear tonight. Fear opens doors. Faith closes them. Your home will not fall. Your daughter will not be harmed. Your destiny will not collapse. Because heaven is standing guard tonight. You are not alone. Your daughter is not alone. Your loved one is not gone. Archangel Michael has not stepped back. My beloved child, you are protected. My beloved child, you reached the end. That means heaven recorded your obedience. Before you leave, seal this message. Like this message to activate the protection over your daughter. Subscribe so Part 5 reaches you before the next spiritual shift. Comment. My home is protected by Michael. This marks your household in the angelic realm. Share with 10 people. Heaven multiplies protection when you spread light. Part 5 will reveal who spoke against your daughter. Why your loved one rushed to stop tonight's spiritual attack. What miracle will happen in your home in the next 24 hours. And the warning Michael will whisper before dawn. If you want Part 5, say, my beloved child. Don't scroll. Don't take your eyes off this message. Listen with me slowly, because this part is heavier than all the others. Archangel Michael steps forward now. Not softly. Not gently. But with the full weight of heaven behind him. He says, the danger for your daughter came from a person whose name has touched your life too closely. Too personally. Too painfully. Don't move. Heaven is revealing something you have suspected for months. Something you felt in your bones. Something you tried to ignore because the truth was too heavy to accept. This person's name has been around you for years. A family connection. A familiar presence. Someone who walks in and out of your life as if they belong there. But heaven says, they do not belong in your daughter's spirit. Listen carefully. This person, the one heaven is exposing, has spoken your daughter's name behind closed doors. They've questioned her choices, doubted her intentions, twisted her actions. and whispered words that weaken her energy. Don't scroll. You wondered why your daughter stopped smiling the same way. You wondered why she grew quiet in the evenings. You wondered why her eyes carried worry instead of confidence. This is why. Someone's judgment became a spiritual burden on her back. Heaven says, your daughter hid her pain not because she wanted to deceive you, but because she wanted to protect you. You know her heart. You know she carries people's wounds as if they're her own. She absorbs hurt quietly. She hides struggle so you don't worry. She loves you too deeply to let you see her fall apart. But that silence opened a door. Don't move. Archangel Michael shows you this moment. Your daughter sitting alone. Holding something, a message, a comment, a voice. From the very person heaven is warning you about. And she didn't tell you. Not because she lied, but because she didn't know how to explain it without breaking. Don't scroll. Michael says. The influence of that person is fading tonight. But the wound must be brought into the light. Your job now is not to confront, not to accuse, not to expose, but to anchor your daughter in safety. Listen with me. The person who caused the spiritual disturbance is not evil. They are blind. Blind from jealousy. Blind from insecurity. Blind from their own disappointments. But heaven will not allow their shadow to touch your child any longer. Because tonight, God shuts the door they opened. Don't move. Michael now lifts his sword. The sword of truth. And he declares, no more confusion. No more emotional traps. No more spiritual interference. Your daughter is covered in light. Your home is no longer vulnerable. Your daughter's spirit is no longer shaken. Your heart is no longer in danger. But there is one more thing. Heaven says the person whose name begins with a familiar initial will attempt contact soon. Maybe a call. Maybe a visit. Maybe a message. When they do, listen with your spirit, not your ears. If your chest tightens, if your breath shortens, if your peace trembles, do not respond. That's your angel tapping your shoulder. But if you feel a sudden calm, a soft warmth, a gentle pull, that's heaven telling you the danger has passed. Don't scroll. You are not the same woman who began this message. You are stronger now. More aware. More protected. Your daughter is safe. Because you stayed. Because you listened. Because you didn't scroll. Listen, my beloved child. You reached the end. That means heaven has marked you with obedience and protection. Seal this message now. Like to strengthen the light around your daughter. Subscribe so part 6 reaches you before the next spiritual warning. Comment. My daughter is protected by Archangel Michael. This will mark her name in the realm of light. Share with 10 people. Each share multiplies protection around your home. Part 6 will reveal what Archangel Michael is planning for tomorrow. Why your daughter's emotions will shift suddenly. What blessing your loved one is preparing behind the veil. And the sign heaven will send you before sunset. If you want part 6, say, "My beloved child, don't move. Stay right here with me. Your angel is speaking again." And this time the message is about what will happen tomorrow. Archangel Michael stands beside you. Calm, firm, unshakable. His wings stretch behind you, casting a blanket of protection over your entire household. He says, "Prepare your heart. A spiritual shift is coming for your daughter within the next 24 hours. Don't scroll. You've seen how heavy her spirit has been lately. You've noticed the pressure in her eyes. You've felt her silence when she's trying to stay strong. You've sensed the worry she didn't want to speak. But hear this clearly. Tomorrow, something in her will suddenly lighten. A weight she carried alone is about to fall off. Heaven has already touched her spirit. Don't move." Michael reveals the moment. Tomorrow morning, she will wake up with a strange clarity. Like her chest feels lighter. Like her mind is no longer foggy. Like something has loosened inside her. She won't understand why. She won't be able to explain it. But you will know. It's the angelic shift beginning. Don't scroll. Your daughter has been carrying emotional knots. Fear she couldn't name. Pressure she couldn't release. A memory that haunted her more than she admitted. Tonight, heaven unties those knots one by one. Michael says, her spirit will breathe again. Her joy will begin to return. Her confidence will rise from where fear tried to bury it. Stay with me. This next part is important. Tomorrow, someone may try to return. A person linked to the same jealousy that caused the disturbance around your home. They might call. They might check in. They might pretend to care. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael commands. Watch your daughter's reaction, not their words. If she steps back. If she pauses. If she doesn't feel safe. Do not force conversation. Do not push connection. Do not reopen closed doors. Heaven closed them to protect her. Don't move. Michael now reveals the spiritual truth. Your daughter carries a gift. A light stronger than darkness. That is why jealousy formed around her. But heaven refuses to let shadow touch her destiny. Tomorrow, her intuition will sharpen. Her courage will rise. Her emotions will stabilize. Her heart will feel guarded. Her steps will feel guided. Her peace will feel restored. This is the angelic recovery beginning. Don't scroll. Your loved one, the one you miss more than words, will also be near her tomorrow. You may notice a sudden warm feeling in the room. A gentle breeze with no open window. A memory of them appearing out of nowhere. A moment where your daughter smiles for the first time in a while. That's them. They're guiding her. Protecting her. Loving her. Even from beyond the veil. My beloved child. Listen closely. Archangel Michael says, tomorrow begins the return of peace. Do not fear the night. Do not fear the morning. Heaven is already standing at your door. You and your daughter are covered, guarded, shielded, and lifted. My beloved child. You stayed till the end. And heaven honors that. Now seal this message. Like to strengthen tomorrow's blessing over your daughter. Subscribe so Part 7 reaches you before the next spiritual shift. Comment. My daughter's tomorrow is blessed. This marks her name in heaven for emotional restoration. Share with 10 people. Every share multiplies divine protection over your home. Part 7 will reveal the person heaven will expose by name. The blessing that will reach your daughter's spirit within 48 hours. The emotional healing your loved one is preparing. And the final warning Michael needs you to hear before the next sunrise. If you want Part 7, say, my beloved child. Don't scroll. Stay right here, frozen in this moment. Because what Archangel Michael is revealing now is the piece of truth heaven has been waiting for you to hear. The air around you may feel heavier. That's because the angelic presence is closer. So close you could almost feel it brushing your shoulders. Michael says, the person who disturbed your daughter's spirit will be exposed by name, within 48 hours. Don't move. This exposure will not be dramatic. It will not come through conflict. It will happen quietly. In a way only your spirit understands. Heaven works gently when the heart is fragile. You will either hear the person's name suddenly, dream of them without expecting, see their name somewhere unusual, or feel a sudden jolt in your chest when their memory appears. Don't scroll. This reaction is not fear. It's divine recognition. Your spirit will know, before your mind understands, that this is the one heaven was warning you about. Michael says, their name holds a shadow your daughter absorbed unknowingly. This shadow looked like emotional confusion, sudden insecurity, unexplained sadness, fear of disappointing you, or a secret she didn't know how to speak. She hid the truth because she didn't want to burden you. But heaven refuses to let her fight alone. Don't move. Your loved one, the one watching from beyond, has been standing between your daughter and this person's influence. They whisper, not my child. Not her. Not while I am guarding this home. Their protection is stronger than the jealousy spoken against her. And now heaven returns that energy, pulls the shadow off her, and reveals the name you need to be cautious of. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael continues. Do not confront the person. Truth does not need battles, truth needs awareness. This is how the exposure will happen. 1. A conversation will come up that seems normal, but their name appears suddenly. 2. Your daughter may mention them casually but with discomfort in her voice. 3. Someone else may reveal something unsettling about their behavior. 4. or your own intuition will scream for your attention when they appear. Don't scroll. This exposure is not to create fear. It is to create distance. Because God is repositioning your family, pushing out every influence that drains your daughter's light. Michael says, your daughter is entering a protected season. No shadow will follow her. Listen with me. Your daughter will feel emotional relief soon. Not because of something she receives, but because of something heaven removes. A toxic connection. A jealous eye. A draining presence. A negative thought spoken behind her back. All of it breaks now. Don't move. Heaven also reveals the blessing coming within 48 hours. A conversation that heals. A moment of clarity. A sudden realization of strength. A release of heaviness she's carried for too long. You will see her face soften. Her eyes brighten. Her energy stabilize. This is her spirit recovering from the weight she hid. Michael stands beside you now, saying, be her anchor. Stay gentle with her. Speak light into her spirit. She needs your presence more than your questions. Your daughter is not falling. She is rising. And you are rising with her. My beloved child. You stayed till the end. That means heaven has already begun the exposure process. Seal this moment. Like to place a shield over your daughter's emotional heart. Subscribe so Part 8 reaches you the moment heaven moves next. Comment. Reveal the name, Archangel Michael. This activates discernment in your spirit. Share with 10 people, your blessing multiplies when you spread light. Part 8 will reveal how heaven removes the shadow influencing your daughter. The emotional healing she will feel in the next 2 days. The restoration your loved one is preparing. And what sign will appear in your home when the exposure is complete? If you want Part 8, say, my beloved child. Don't move. Don't look away. Stay right here with me because Archangel Michael is stepping even closer. If you feel chills, warmth, pressure in your chest, or a sudden tightening in your throat, that's the energy shifting around your home. Michael says, the removal has begun. Don't scroll. There is a shadow. Not a ghost. Not a spirit. But an emotional imprint. Placed on your daughter by the person heaven warned you about. It was not done intentionally. It was not done with magic or rituals. It was done with words, thoughts, jealousy, and emotional pressure. And now that heaven exposed the name, Archangel Michael is pulling the shadow out of your daughter's heart. Don't move. You will notice this removal in small signs. She breathes deeper for the first time in days. Her laugh returns. Her eyes soften. She suddenly becomes quieter, not sad, but peaceful. She cleans something in the house. She organizes something. She speaks more gently. She sighs as if releasing a burden. That sigh is the shadow breaking. Michael says, Let her spirit breathe. Do not question her. Just be present. Don't scroll. Your daughter has been carrying emotional weight she didn't understand. She carried worry as if it was her responsibility. She carried guilt she didn't deserve. She carried silent fear that wasn't hers to hold. Tonight, heaven lifts it. Tomorrow, she will rise differently. Listen carefully. Michael reveals the deeper truth. The attack was never on your daughter. It was on your home. Your peace. Your connection. Your destiny. But heaven refused to let it land. Don't move. Your loved one, the one watching from beyond, came forward and shielded your daughter the moment that emotional weight was placed. You may have felt a sudden heaviness in your home. A moment when you felt watched. A night when you couldn't sleep. Your daughter pacing. Or a strange silence in the house. That was the battle. And heaven won. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael now says, the next 48 hours are a time of restoration. Do not allow old energy to return. This means, avoid the person whose name was exposed. Avoid draining conversations. Protect your daughter's peace. Create a calm space at home. Speak softly. Allow her to rest. Let her feel safe again. Don't move. Michael is lifting something else. Your guilt. Your worry. Your questioning of whether you failed as a mother. He says, you did not fail. You felt the shift before anyone else. You protected her without knowing the details. You listened when heaven called. That is why your daughter is safe. Let that sink in. Don't scroll. Your daughter will feel a sudden urge in the next 24 to 48 hours. To clean. To organize. To change her room. To shift something physical in the house. This is not random. It is a spiritual sign. Heaven says, when she moves her environment, she moves her energy. Let her transform her space. Do not stop her. The shadow is breaking. The weight is lifting. The fear is dissolving. The spiritual fog is clearing. And Michael stands over your home with the sword raised. My beloved child. The fact that you reached the end means the removal is complete. Now, seal this moment. Like to strengthen the restoration happening in your daughter's heart. Subscribe so part 9 arrives before the next angelic shift. Comment. Restore her fully, Archangel Michael. This marks her spirit for complete healing. Share with 10 people, every share surrounds your home with stronger protection. Part 9 will reveal what blessing heaven is preparing for your daughter. The emotional shift she will feel by morning. The spiritual reason jealousy targeted her. And what sign you will see in your house when healing is complete. If you want part 9, say, my beloved child. Don't move. Don't scroll. Don't look away, not even for a second. Because Archangel Michael is stepping closer than ever before. And the message he is placing in front of you tonight is not random, not accidental, not something you stumbled upon. It is the moment heaven planned for you. Listen with me, slowly. Because what Michael is revealing tonight is something your spirit already sensed, but your mind never understood. He says, your daughter has been carrying something alone. Something she didn't know how to say. Something she buried deep to protect you. And tonight, it rises into the light. Don't move, my beloved child. Heaven says, this is the hour of truth. Stay with me until the end. Part 9. What your daughter hid begins to reveal itself tonight. 2,500 words, continuous engagement. My beloved child. Listen with me gently. Because tonight isn't about fear. It is about revelation, healing, and angelic truth. Archangel Michael stands at the doorway of your home. His wings spread wide. His sword glowing with blue-white fire. He whispers, your daughter has been hiding something not to deceive you, but to protect you from worry. Don't scroll. There has been a heaviness in her voice. A tiredness in her steps. A silence that didn't feel like silence. It felt like a weight. You saw it. You felt it. You sensed it. A mother's heart always knows, even when words are unspoken. And heaven says, tonight, what she hid begins to loosen. The truth begins to rise. The shadow begins to break. Don't move. Archangel Michael shows you a moment. Your daughter sitting alone. Hands folded. Eyes lowered. Thinking deeply. Not about rebellion. Not about lies. But about how to tell you something without hurting you. She didn't want you to worry. She didn't want to stress your heart. She didn't know how to begin. So she hid it. Not out of disrespect, but out of love. Don't scroll. Michael now reveals. Someone around her made her feel small. Someone made her doubt herself. Someone's words pierced her spirit. And because she didn't want to appear weak, she carried the hurt alone. That emotional weight became the secret. That secret became the silence. That silence became the burden. Heaven brings it into the light tonight. Don't move. You may have noticed things like, she changed her routine. She withdrew quietly. She avoided certain names. She stayed awake longer. Her laughter shortened. Her eyes carried tiredness. She seemed distracted. She hesitated before answering personal questions. These were signs of her hidden emotional struggle. Not sin. Not danger. Not wrongdoing. Just pain she didn't know how to share. Michael says, be gentle with her tomorrow. Her truth will not come out through force. It will come through safety. Don't scroll. Heaven reveals another piece. Someone in her past or present overshadowed her confidence. This person judged her, compared her, criticized her, or planted a doubt in her mind. And your daughter hid the hurt, because she didn't want you to feel guilty or responsible. My beloved child, don't move. Archangel Michael places his hand over your heart now and says, prepare yourself. Her truth will not break you. It will bring you and her closer than ever before. Tonight, heaven cleans the emotional space around her. The burden she carried alone begins to lift. You may feel a sudden warmth around you, a wave of heaviness easing, or a soft ache in your chest. These are signs the truth is rising gently. Don't scroll. Michael continues. Your daughter has a fear she hasn't spoken, a worry she didn't name, a memory she didn't share. But tonight, heaven brings comfort first, so her fear cannot control the conversation. Her truth will reveal itself through small things. A sigh, a slow conversation, a soft, "Mom, can I tell you something?" A moment of vulnerability, a sudden tear, or a long pause before bedtime. These are heavenly signals. Listen carefully when they appear. Don't move. Your loved one in heaven is also present. They have been placing dreams, intuitions, and subtle signs around you and your daughter. They whisper. The truth is not meant to divide you. It is meant to heal you. Your daughter needs your presence, more than your questions. Your softness, more than your instructions. Your heart, more than your advice. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael promises, by the end of this week, your daughter's spirit will feel lighter, your bond deeper, your home calmer. What she hid is not darkness. It is simply unspoken emotion. Heaven is guiding you to hold her, as she releases it safely. And you will, because you are the mother heaven trusts, the protector heaven strengthens, the woman heaven honors. My beloved child, you made it to the end. That means heaven has aligned the timing for your daughter's truth to unfold gently. Now seal this revelation. Like to cover your daughter with Archangel Michael's protection. Subscribe so part 10 reaches you in time for the next shift. Comment. My daughter is safe in heaven's light. This marks her name in the realm of clarity and healing. Share with 10 people, each share strengthens the spiritual shield around your home. Part 10 will reveal what your daughter's emotional breakthrough will look like. The blessing your loved one is preparing for her. The moment heaven will show you she is healing. And the next angelic instruction Michael has for you continue.